morning from very sunny Southampton. I've just been at the toilet stop, all done, and yeah, we've got 15 minutes to go until the start. I did make a bit of a schoolboy error and left my phone in the house this morning. As long as my watch lasts, I should be alright. We'll see if I get to actually listen to anything. I don't know if the battery will be good enough to do that as well. I'm not sure how much of this will get filmed. Depends how much I'm going to be hurting. If I don't see it till the end, then you'll know it hurt.
Good luck, everyone. Enjoy the sunny sights of Southampton as you do the northern bridge. Take all your things to their areas. Great.
Here we go. Just past 6 miles in just over 44 minutes. I'm about 30 seconds behind. Feeling good. It's going to get up a bit though. And look where we are now. In we go. Maybe they'll give me a game. Cracking day. See if I'm saying that the next time I'm here. Thank you. It's always brilliant that. That'll get me through. Hopefully in the second half, that'll get me through a few miles. Alright, let's push on. Speak to you soon. So check in. I took a tumble at 8 miles quite badly and did that and that and that. I think my knees are cut as well, but more than that, I feel like I'm bruised. My ribs. Feels like I have a stitch, but more bruised. So I know it's not a stitch. Anyway, about 11.5 miles. Just off pace, so we'll see where we're at the halfway mark. Thank you. Nice to be in the park though. Brilliant. Unbelievable. Miles. Feeling alright. I'm trying to push. Okay. It's gone 19 miles. Back here again. Well done.
Or even more alignment.
Thank you. Let's go see you again. I think 310 might be off the cards, but see what we can do once we get out of here. Look at this. Got to myself. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Right, let's push on. Okay. Cheers. Nearly. Hiya. Hey, family. Still done.
Well done, everybody. Great effort so far. Let's get yourself cross that finish line.
It was 3:18 something. Jeez, that second lap
Rehydrated.
was tough. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you a full marathon?
Full marathon, yeah.
Yeah, well, you definitely want this one.
I'm a full marathon there, was it? Lovely, thank you very much.
Well done.
Thanks.
Awesome job.
Cheers.
Super hot day.
Thank you very much. Someday. It's tough. Yeah, 3:18, I'll take that on that. My ribs are killing me. The debrief later. It's Monday evening, just out for a walk with the dog. Gives the legs a bit of a loosen off. So yesterday was tough. So after the marathon finished, I went to my family first of all, and thankfully my wife said, right, get cleaned up. So we went to the first aid tent and they cleaned up the graze on my shoulder, my elbow, my knee, and checked for any broken ribs. Thankfully it didn't look like there were any broken ribs, but I didn't have heart when I coughed. I mean, a massive thank you to the medical tent, first and hopefully last time I'll be in a medical tent after a race. Yeah, and if you see my Strava post, you'll know all this. But so what happened? So first 8 miles were great. It was lovely, sunny day. It was 9 o'clock, so it was bright blue skies, but still fairly cool. We go down to the seafront down in Southampton, and it was great. I was on track. I didn't want to go off too quick, so I was trying to target 7:15 a mile in total. Didn't get that, but I started off about 7:20s, And because it's so up and down Southampton, I thought I'll just try and keep, I had average pace for the whole run as one of the fields in the watch. I said, right, keep that for about 7:20 for the first few miles, and then just gradually just kind of pick it off and try and get it down to towards 7:15. That was the goal. So the first few miles, I was on target with that, and it started coming down. I was doing like 7:14, 7:15 a mile, and all good. Even over the Itchen Bridge and back. Yeah, it was looking good. And then I fell. So I was coming off. I'll try and post where I was over this, but I was running over. You come to a bridge that goes down to Riverside Park in Southampton, and the little path that goes down to the park goes down, and then it levels off for a couple of feet before dropping down again. I just wasn't watching my footing and absolutely stacked it. So it was one of those. I went. It was so quick. It happened. I thought somebody's down. I was like, and I thought, oh no, shit, it's me. My glasses were about 10 foot away. My shocks, my headphones had fallen off. They were another 10 foot away. Again, a big thank you to, and I don't know who they were, but all the runners who stopped to kind of pick me up and dust me down, check I was okay. It's just great. It just shows you sometimes how great the running community is. And then I took a few moments to compose myself. But I just can't, looking back on it, I think that mile was still under 7:40. The next one was a bit slower, but I think that's where the hills started kicking in as well. But that mile 9, was under 7:40. And I don't know how, but I don't know if it was just adrenaline that got me through it. So anyway, at that point, so just at the start of the 9th mile, I can see I've got a bloody shoulder, grazed elbow, grazed knee, but it was the ribs it was the breathing that was the biggest problem. Because every time I took a deep breath, it hurt. So I was having to take shallow breaths, and I just couldn't get my rhythm at first with it. But I also think it didn't hurt quite so much at the beginning. I think obviously as time went on, the bruising kind of kicked in and things swelled up. So that was tough to deal with. But it did knock my rhythm. I was just getting into a nice bit of rhythm. Like I said, 8 miles in, I was on target, and then that happened. So, but it's one of those. You decide, what do? You drop out. And I thought, I can still run. It's not like I hadn't, apart from a slight graze, I hadn't hurt my legs, and I could still run. My shoulder was a bit sore and whatever. So I thought I'll carry on, because to be honest, I was on the other side of Southampton from the finish anyway. So the rest of that half marathon was good. I got to halfway in 1:36 and change, which I was really pleased about, because if I was going for a negative split for 3:10, that's pretty much where I would have been. However, so on the second lap, the pain started to kick in as maybe the adrenaline worn off a bit, and I could feel it starting to hurt a bit more as I was breathing with every step. And it was obviously, from the pictures you'll see, it was warm. It was blue skies, which wasn't a problem at 9 in the morning, but once it got past 11, it got really tricky. Plus all the hills in Southampton are in the second half of the run, as you climb from the seaside back up to the common. It's pretty much, there's a few kind of longish big climbs that just sap you, and then the sun just beating down. Feeling a bit sorry for myself maybe, but I didn't realise. I still did a 1:42 in the second half, which, to be fair, given how I was feeling, I'll take. And to come away with a 3:18 PB, it was still a PB. My PB before that was 3:22, so I still managed to knock 4 minutes off my PB on a very it wasn't the course for 3:10 attempt looking back. And it certainly wasn't the conditions yesterday. So yes, it was a tough day at the office, but I'm kind of proud of myself in the way that I dug in. As I said, people around me are fantastic. The crowds yesterday were excellent, particularly obviously in the first lap when you've got the half marathon with you and the 10Ks going on. Second lap, it does thin out, but even then it was still busy around the stadium, and the Itchen Bridge is always busy, and in the last miles busy. One thing I do regret is I just couldn't muster a sprint finish, and my heart rate never, I think once, went above threshold for a couple of minutes, and apart from that, to be under threshold heart rate, I mean, I just wonder, could I have pushed it, or did it just mean I'd paced it well enough that I didn't have a sprint finish in me? Don't know. Not sure about that one, but no, it was good in terms of some nutrition. So I had those I ran with SIS Beta fuel gels, the orange ones. Not particularly tasty, but they did do the job. So I had a normal SIS gel with caffeine about 20 minutes before when I was queuing for the loo, and then every 30 minutes I had an SIS Beta gel, and they kept me going. I think I had a caffeinated one at 2 hours, the SIS caffeine. There's 200 milligrams of caffeine in there, and I never felt like I was anywhere like approaching hitting a wall. So the nutrition worked, plus I'd carb loaded for 3 days before and tried to hit 700 grams of carbs every day, which is tough if you've ever tried it. A lot of overnight oats and sports drinks, but it did lead me to a few toilet issues on Saturday night and Sunday morning. Thankfully it didn't cause any problems on the run itself, but fueling, so that was me getting 80 grams of carbs an hour. I made a massive difference, and I think definitely helped me get through, particularly the last quarter of that, the uphill hot part of the second lap. Yeah, definitely I would have faded a lot faster had I not fueled as well. So yeah, the carb load, the gels, I think it all helped. Post race I didn't get much in, and banana, and that was it, mainly because I went to the medical tent and that took a while. I had a protein shake later on. But no, that was Southampton Marathon. It was eventful. I could have done without the fall, but these things happen. Thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't get 3:10, but it's still there to go for. I think I'll find a flatter, hopefully cooler route and go for it again. Until the next time, thanks very much, and I'll see you later.